buddy of mine once told me, if you want to achieve 50% of somebody's results, simply copy them. But if you want to achieve 50% more of somebody's results, create something. And so in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to launch an offer that does $10,000 within the first few days, how to kind of build up the programming and build up the FOMO and the audience and stuff like that. I've been able to do this with my offers. I've collected over $14,000 within 3 to 4 weeks, straight cash, straight profit. Here's a screenshot here just so you guys can see. I've booked in over 70 qualified appointments over the course of 30 days. I know how to do the fundamentals pretty well. And right now we're at the point where we're signing $2,000 monthly clients in CMRR, which is basically where we help business owners find their next $5,000 paying clients in their business. So then we help them stack $10,000 in new monthly recurring revenue over the course of the next 30 days or within the first 30 days, whatever it is. So I'm going to be showing you guys basically how to not really have that diminishing return, how to enter markets that seem very saturated, and how to sort of assert your dominance, if you will. So I'm the founder at createmrr.com. My name is Patrick Thomason. I don't really care if you're a copywriter, if you're a consultant, if you're a growth partner, if you are marketing agency, brick and mortar, e-com, funnel builder, it doesn't really matter. This is pretty much applicable to anybody. All you need for these offers is attention and a package. That's it. You just need to be good at packaging, and you need to be good at value stacking. You need to be able to generate attention. So the biggest thing I see a lot of my clients who are in CMRR, they really focus on fulfillment so much. I've had guys who do not have 10 active clients. They have like 2 or 3 active clients, right? As opposed to maybe having, 10 or 25, where you can have more of a pool of people to actually look at and speak to. And they say, Patrick, I'm building out this amazing program. The fulfillment's going crazy. I'm spending like 85% of my time on it. I'm super excited. Like, what are some key tips and key tricks that you can give me about fulfillment and stuff? And I'm like, I can't do that. And you shouldn't be able to do that right now. Unless you get the solid base of clientele, and unless you get attention first, you're gonna have no way of knowing what your clients want. Because I've made the mistake of filming so many Loom videos, so many course modules on this camera, uploading them to my inner circle on Slack or on School. And it turns out 2 weeks later, my entire kind of clientele base is moving towards a different topic or goal. And then those course modules become irrelevant. And so it doesn't matter what you think is right. Your clientele will tell you what they need, and then you make modules, and then you cater your fulfillment towards their needs. So instead of trying to assume what your clientele wants, focus on getting eyeballs to your offer first. Now, there's quite a few different ways we can do this. I would simply recommend that you drive traffic to a landing page. Now, a landing page, especially off in the early days, utilizing paid ads, or if you can't do paid ads, just organic content. It works just fine. Now, the reason why I say landing pages is because you really want to have a statistical, I think that's a word, metric of the amount of people that view your shit. You want to know how many people are seeing my page weekly, how many people are seeing my page monthly, what is my conversion rate, what is my opt-in rate. In my opinion, that is the quickest way to actually scale up your offer and to utilize and own attention. So what you're going to want to do is, honestly, if you have a buddy who has a Go High Level or sub account or anything like that, I don't have any affiliate links, you can go ahead and make a sub account. Or if you don't have Go High Level, then use systeme.io. I used that when I first started off for absolutely free. It's amazing. What you want to do is you simply just want to aim for about 1,000 page views a month at worst. So I think I average 1,000 page views about a week. And so you want to aim for about 1,000 page views a month at a 10% opt-in rate. So that doesn't sound like a lot. I know it sounds super daunting. 10% of 1,000, if I'm correct, is 100 opt-ins. So you eventually want to aim for about 100 opt-ins in the month over the course of 30 days, which is, if what I believe, it's about 3.33. So 3 opt-ins per day. So 3 opt-ins per day on your landing page. Now, this is simply going to build up the attention. What you want to do is you want to have an opt-in. As soon as you collect their email address, you want to use Beehive It's a free newsletter platform. All you do is you can make campaigns every single day or send out daily newsletters every single day. It's what I use for my email list. I believe it's the third link down below. But whenever anybody opts for any of my things, any of my lead magnets, I do a damn sure job, or I make a damn sure job that they actually are in the beehive. They're in my daily newsletter. This is where the nurturing process comes in, because everybody watches your content, sees your ads at different temps. They're gonna see your ads at, maybe they might not be the 3 opt-ins every single day. 2 of them might be super, super cold, and then 1 of them might be medium. So out of a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extremely cold, you'll probably have, 2 of them every single day that are probably like a 3. They probably just wanted to opt in just see what you had. And there's 1 guy who's probably like a 6. He's kind of warm, but he's not super hot and ready to buy yet. And so there's different temperature gauges of where your prospects are. And I wish somebody told me that if I just started building out my email list and my list of own leads earlier, I would be in a much better position. And so we look at what our competition is doing all the time. We try to compare it to what the big guys in the space are doing in the copywriting space, like Thomason. I believe we look at big guys in the build and release space like Serge Guattari. We look at big guys in the agency space who aren't even running an agency like Iman. And then we look at guys who are in a completely different realm of business like Hermosi, who's literally building and he's buying businesses for millions of dollars and then building out their own infrastructure and then selling them for millions of dollars. We're comparing ourselves to so many different people, and we're listening to everybody else's opinion. And if you can just maybe hone in on somebody who is probably a few levels below that because they're much more ahead of you. If you can look at somebody who's just a few levels ahead of you and then implement the things that they say are working right now, not the things that were working in 2018 or 2017, but things that are working right now, you'll be in a much better position. And so I would tell you, easiest way to track how many leads that are entering your page is going to be by systeme.io. It's great. It's an online landing page funnel builder application. It's absolutely free. I used it early on when I was completely broke and stuff. And then Go High Level is what I eventually migrated to. One of my buddies had a full account. He just gave me access to a sub account. So I didn't meet him until a few months later. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And so I would tell you, you want to aim for 1,000 page views a day, or 1,000 page views a month, sorry. And what can make that undeniable? What can you undeniably do every single day that's a different action that you've always been doing that can get you that result? So what can you do every single day to push, what is that, like 30 page views every single day, 35 page views every single day to your landing page? And this is where everybody goes wrong. And I've learned this analogy from, I think it's Thinking into Results, TIR. It's Bob Proctor's program. What he does is he simply teaches how our mind constructs our thoughts, and then our feelings, and then our actions, and then our results. And so you have to shift the paradigm, and there's a bunch of different stuff. It kind of goes into the teachings of reality surfing. Anyways, I'm taking his entire mastery course, Thinking into Results. And so what he talks about is there's a time, and recommends everybody picks up this book. It's called U Squared. It's about quantum jumping, quantum leaping. I would definitely tell anybody to pick it up. He gives us a story. I think it's actually Price Pritchett, this guy. In this, I think it actually says the story in here, where he's sitting down in an inn, like a hotel, I think probably in the South or something, and he's sitting back on a chair, and I think he's trying to meditate or something like that, and he just hears a fly constantly try to hit the screen of the window, just buzzing, just trying to get through it. We've all seen it before. The fly is just like, and it's just going after it, and it just in its own head, just bashing its head against the wall, and it just thinks it's gonna just has to do a little bit more than it can get through. And then the video pans to the left a little bit, going to your right, of course, pans to your left, and it shows a fully open door. And the fly is like 10 feet away from it. If the fly directed his energy, took a deep breath, stood back, stopped flying, stopped bashing his head against the wall, stopped doing things that hindered results, and stopped doing the same actions over and over again that got him the same results over and over again, because that's a definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If he directed his attention somewhere else, moved to the left, moved to the right, whatever it was, looked for different opportunities, he would have entered in the door straight. No resistance, would have easily been in the house. But you are no better than the fly, and neither am I sometimes. I catch myself, I think I had to catch myself like a week ago. I was doing the same thing over and over again. I was trying to make these specific ad sets work, or I was trying to make this specific copy work, and I was just beating my head against the wall. I was doing it over and over again. I was tweaking up the copy. I was trying to make it right. And everything I did was just repetitive. And that's when, this is why quantum jumping and paradigms are so important. And I cannot explain it all in this video, but that's why it's so important to take a step back from your business and look at, okay, the reason why I'm not getting to where I want to be is not because I need to wake up earlier. It's not because I need to hit a little bit harder. It's not because of any of that. I need to take a different approach, and I need to take an unconventional action to get an unconventional result. Because 95% of the stuff that we do is just habit. I get up every single day and I simply just record a YouTube video. It's a habit. I script out a newsletter. It's simply a habit. I have over 140 videos talking about launching offers, talking about creating monthly recurring revenue, talking about client ascension, talking about client acquisition, everything like that. It's just my second nature at this point. I've been doing it for a while. And so when I've been doing it for a while, it's just a habit. But if I take a step back and I say, look, what's going to give me the most results? What's going to give my landing page, 1,000 views a week? What's going to increase my opt-in rate? What's going to allow me to get more leads in my business? Where can I hone in my focus? Okay, that's paid ads. Let's do that then. And so these $10,000 offer launches come down to simply driving traffic to a landing page, getting opt-ins. When you get an opt-in, you just call the opt-in. You call the opt-in, you appointment set them, and then you offer them a one-time offer on a sales call. That's simply all it is. I've been able to collect $2,000 a month clients like absolute clockwork. CMOR, for those of you guys that aren't familiar, where I show you guys how to land your next $5,000 high-paying clients in the next 30 days, and then add $10,000 in new monthly recurring revenue over the next 30 days, all in CMOR. I have the 30, 60-day Trello board of the daily inputs of what you have to do every single day. All of that I give out for $2,000 a month for continuous access, because in the first month I show you guys, well, you should be able to land your first $5,000 client and then stack up some MRR. And then it's a continuous service. So you continue to do this stuff as I help you along, because there's tweaks and implementations, and obviously it's going to be hard to go from 0 to hero in 30 days unless you've done a lot of inner work before. So CMRR, my entire point here is because I'm able to actually make those sales on autopilot, I get Stripe notifications of $2,000 on autopilot now, because I have the opt-in page, the training page, and the sales page. And I know that if my opt-in page gets an X amount of opt-ins every single day, my training page will get X amount of views, because that's where the funnel goes in the next step. And then my sales page will get X amount of sales based off the number at the top, which is how many people view my opt-in page, how many people opt in a day. And so for me, I like CMRR, because people see that it's such a good deal that I work very intimately with you guys. You guys get access to a bunch of these different modules, one-on-one calls, group calls, custom game plans, personalized audits within the business and stuff like that. People see that and they're like, $2,000 is nothing compared to the amount of value, because they not only see the perceived value that is given, but they also see that I'm going to be giving you work that needs to be done. I'm going to be opening up your mind into things that you haven't even thought of before, things that you may have written off in your head, or things that you have deemed as not as important. And a lot of you guys see $10,000 as this huge landmark and something that's going to absolutely just be a complete mindset change. And you're going to finally make it. I encourage you to stop looking at the monetary value of things and then focus on what your daily inputs have to be. I just gave you guys the answers. You have to learn the skill. You have to give them an irresistible offer. You have to value stack. And then you have to show them how quickly you can close the gap. And there's their pain and then to their desired outcome. I don't care what niche you're in. It doesn't matter. You can statistically charge more money if you can show your prospect that you can close the gap from point A to point B quicker than anybody else in your niche. And if your ability to do that is significantly increased, you will be paid in congruency to that value. A lot of you guys don't understand that. So this entire video is how to launch $10,000 in an offer ASAP, client acquisition. It sounds so simple, yet it is, but we overcomplicate it. And then we're stuck doing the same things over and over again every single day to try to get the desired result that simply isn't working. You're beating your head against the wall. You're not doing anything differently. You're watching YouTube videos continuously over and over again. You're taking notes. You probably got pages full of notes. You probably read a bunch of books. You're probably seeking more knowledge. You don't need more knowledge. You need implementation, and you seriously need to invest in something or somebody. It doesn't even matter if it's me. Don't invest in me if you don't think it's right. It doesn't matter. You have to invest in something to learn more. I will not tell you the amount of times I invested thousands of dollars into coaching, and I thought it was BS at first, and then I get a week in the program, and I'm like, holy shit. So many blind spots have just been debunked for me, and I cannot believe I've been this blind for this long of time. I've been so ignorant. I don't care if this is the right program for you or not. It doesn't matter. Please invest in yourself. If you want to get to the next level, all the big guys at the top have spent millions of dollars in coaches, consultants, mentors, people who have helped them get to that next level. So all in all, to kind of wrap it up for you guys, I know that was a lot. To launch a $10,000 offer, you need page views. Giving you guys a super simple benchmark, aim for 1,000 to 2,000 page views every single month. Get your landing page or opt-in rate so good, get the copyright good, pay for a copywriter, or just do it on your own, and make sure you track those metrics to where it gets to a 10% opt-in rate. If you can get a 10% opt-in rate, you will be solid. That is a good opt-in rate. It's not perfect. It's not amazing. It's good. It's super solid, 10%. Aim for 100 to 150 opt-ins every single month. And from there, you can predictably and consistently say you will get about 3 leads a day. Call up the leads. Appointment set the leads. Give them that free lead magnet, auto-deliver it, incorporate a newsletter, sell them on a call. And then obviously I'm not going to go over pricing structure in this video, but I would tell you guys to have again, we talked about this in CMRR, have a MRR pricing structure, or else you'll just get a lot of churn and burns. I had to learn that the hard way. So I just laid out the steps for you. You don't need more knowledge. You don't need more things to do. You don't need more tasks. You don't need any more of this. You simply just need to do it, and you need the implementation. You don't need any more information. You just need to do the implementation. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and take that next step in your business. But more importantly, I encourage you to take the next step to do something unconventional. Invest in yourself. Do something that you have never done before, and then get an extremely unconventional and better result than you would have ever expected. Because there's been so many times where I've done the same habits over and over and over again, expecting to make more money, just like that fly in that hotel who's beating his head against the visors, hoping he can get in, but he doesn't take a different angle. He doesn't do an unconventional action. He sticks with the same thing over and over again and gets lost, gets frustrated, and gives up. So do something unconventional, and I guarantee you, you will get an unconventional result. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go ahead and fill out that free lead magnet down below if you want your business audited. And of course, if you want to join CMRR, the gates are completely open for you. Go ahead and start creating monthly recurring revenue, things like that. It's a $2,000 price tag. That's going to be the second or third link down below. With that being said, you guys have a great rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever it is. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.